Good morning, Arizona students. Welcome to the HYFNTV morning show. I'm Diego.
And I'm Tiff. Thanks for joining us this morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Have you gone to the store lately to buy something and told, oh, sorry, there's a shortage? Well, here at HYFN-TV, we have been looking to purchase some equipment and found it was just as hard to get some basic products. When we started asking around, we found out we weren't the only ones. So we did some digging and some good old-fashioned investigative journalistic work, and we found out who was holding up so many everyday items. It's the Southern California ports. Since COVID-19 hit the US and the rest of the world, there hasn't been too many places that are locked down as tight as California. While the rest of the country was adapting to living with this virus, one of our largest ports for receiving goods and imports from China and others has been moving at a crawling pace, as only 25% of port workers are currently back to work, leaving ships that would normally be unloaded waiting in line for days and even weeks, completely crippling the US supply chain from the southern port. But here in good old America, when bureaucracy gets in the way, the American economy will demand solutions. Therefore, large retailers such as Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Home Depot are now chartering ships to bypass the supply chain problem to service the rest of the country for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the big retail season, Christmas. That's crazy seeing all of those boats just waiting in line. Now I get it when they say they are just out of something. It's probably out there on a boat waiting to be unloaded. Can you believe that, Diego?
Yeah, that's really something else. I've never seen a shortage like this before. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey joined 9 other Republican governors in southern Texas to outline a 10-point border security plan. They want the Biden administration to implement. Their 10-point plan includes calls for more federal resources, diplomacy with Central American countries, and border wall construction. Here are titles of the proposed steps per a press release from Ducey's office. 1. Continue Title 42 public health restrictions. 2. Dedicate federal resources to eradicate human trafficking and drug trafficking. 3. Resume the deportation of all criminals. 4. Re-enter all agreements with our Northern Triangle partners and Mexico. 5. Provide notice and transparency to states on unaccompanied minors and migrants. 6. Send a clear message to potential migrants. 7. Deploy more federal law enforcement officers and National Guard troops. 8. End catch and release and clear the judicial backlog. 9. Fully reinstate the migrant protection protocols. 10. Finish securing the border. So we'll just have to see if the Biden administration takes it seriously, or it just becomes another political talking point with no real desire to solve the problem. Well, Tiff, it's Friday. Most kids have been off of school for fall break this week. I know we're not going to do a CAA preps report today because of it, but what do you have today for Friday Feel Good?
All right. All right, well, you'll like today's feel-good story, and you've probably even seen this on our social media. This is a story about Julian Molina from Colombia. When he was 7 years old, he was hit by a bus while riding a skateboard, and because he had to wait so long for the doctors, he developed gangrene. To see this kid go from being in an impossible situation to his stellar performance in the X Games is nothing short of a miracle and is an inspiration to all. Check this out.
Cerré mis ojos con la esperanza de ver otro amanecer, con el anhelo de saber lo que pasará luego, y el corazón lleno de vida para tomar un nuevo día como un regalo del universo. My name is Julian Molina, and I'm from Colombia. When I was 7 years old, I was skateboarding down the hills in my town, and I was hit by a bus.
Me avisaron de que me avisó un joven que bajara urgentemente al hospital, que Julián había sufrido un accidente. La cual yo llegué al hospital y ya estaba Julián en una camilla con su parte de su pierna destruida del todo.
When I was in the hospital, I just wait for a very long time for see the doctor. Too long. Because of the long way, I get gangrene. The doctors say if the gangrene go to my heart, I can die.
Que para poder vivir Julián, seguir viviendo, había que amputarle el pie.
Entonces empieza una nueva vida para mí.
Porque yo digo una cosa, que eso hubiera sido un accidente, estando en la edad que estoy yo por decir, va a estar ya en un rincón, tirado, chicopalado. Pero mire que él no es, él sigue luchando por lograr ese algo que él quiere.
The whole point of the video part in BMX, it exists as something to inspire people to ride. And watching Julian put together a full part, I don't think it gets much more inspirational than that. Filming video parts in BMX is about putting everything you have into them. And that's what all these guys do. Julian's no exception. He pushed himself as far as anyone could to get this part done. He really was in the contest. Like, he wasn't there just to show people what he could do. He was there to compete. And I think that comes across pretty easily in watching his footage. He had roughly 10 days to put this part together. And on both trips, he was hurt pretty severely. Some of those slams were absolutely terrible. We'd be in the emergency room and then riding the next morning. I think he felt honored to be a part of this project, and he didn't want to let himself or anyone else down. And I think his part really reflects that. I think there's a lot to be said about Julian's determination and drive during this project. I would catch myself complaining in my head about lugging my camera bag up a hill in Colombia or it being hot, and he's way ahead of me, pushing up a hill with a crutch, eager to get to the next spot, eager to get to the next clip. You tend to complain about little things in life, and I didn't hear Julian complain once throughout this whole process, even while he's in the emergency room. I think it can show us all a lot about appreciating what you have and doing the most with what you're given.
My name is Julian Molina, and this is my real BMX video part.
That was an amazing video. Now stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to Diego for the weather.
Are your sports and events currently being streamed by a quality network hosted in one place? Are your games, concerts, plays, recitals, special events, are they being hosted on the #1 streaming network in Arizona? They can. HYFNTV is free to the viewer with the ability to raise money for your club or your school via your stream. HYFNTV has individual streaming packages built with the ability for booster clubs to sell advertising on their streams to raise money for their program. Stream on the HYFNTV network. Go to hyfntv.com to find out how you can start streaming and raising money for your organization. Check us out on hyfntv.com.
Interested in becoming a student journalist? Join us at HYFNTV.
Let your voice be heard.
Ask us how you can become a student journalist and share your peer story.
Choose HYFN-TV and their crew to advertise for you. Expand your demographics. Get consistent advertisement and affordable advertising packages.
For affordable advertising with impact, contact us at HYFNTV.com.
Your social media highlights could make the news. When you post your highlights to your favorite high school player or your team out there doing their thing, hashtag HYFNTV, and your highlight may be used on the next newscast. You can get the photo cred right here on the morning news so everyone can follow you too. Every time you post a highlight on social media, remember, hashtag your highlights, HYFNTV, and get your highlight on the news.
Guess who's back? They got me doing weather again today. All right, so today at 8 a.m. this morning, we're gonna have a high of 82 degrees with a low of 75. Later on today, it's gonna be a 3-mile wind per hour at 11 a.m. And today at 2, it's gonna be 100% cloud cover today. And later tonight at 5 p.m., it's gonna be humidity of 23 degrees. So it's gonna be cloudy, cloudy, cloudy today. So you know what that means. Stay inside, play some more 2K. You know how it is. And that's all we have for weather today.
HYFN TV news show, sports and streaming. You can always find us on your Roku device, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and at HYFNTV.com. Thank you for joining us today.